your favorite tomboyish mom, Tay, and I'm back with another video discussing what's going on with these gig economy apps in my marketplace. So, before we get into that, I'm going to start off by saying, as always, you guys, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to share, comment down below, and definitely subscribe. So, I have received several, well, I won't say several, but I have received several different notifications regarding all the changes that's being made to Grubhub, to Doordash, and to Ubereats. So I wanted to discuss them with you guys and see what you guys are thinking. If you guys are noticing these changes in your marketplace. I'm in Orange County, California. I just recently received a notification from Grubhub saying that they were going to change the time that you can pick up blocks. Now, because I still have yet to complete 20 deliveries with them, I'm still considered an entry-level driver. So for me, the day for me to pick up blocks is usually on Thursdays around 2 p.m. Now, it recently changed. I think it's 2:05 or 2:10, which really isn't a big deal for me. I believe for premier drivers, it's Thursdays at 10 in the morning or 10:35. However, for me, and this part is only pertinent or relevant to me, I recently changed my my region. So before, I was in a different region which was located closer to Los Angeles, and I asked them to change me because I wanted to be closer to where I live. So I received a whole new pay offer and everything. The minimum where I'm at now is $3.50 plus mileage, and whatever the other parts of the pay model is, which I can't really remember, honestly. So that's that. I've also heard that they're going to stop doing the hourly guarantee. Now, I haven't received an email regarding that. However, I'm again not really worried about it because I haven't really been doing Grubhub. I haven't tried out Grubhub in this particular region. Before, when I was doing Grubhub, the reason why I stopped, and I did it for a whole week from the hours of 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And in that region, hold on, I'm trying to readjust. But the reason why I stopped doing it then was because what I was noticing is that they were keeping me busy. But what I didn't like is the fact that, let's say, like, for example, at 7 o'clock, I would be already on a delivery, and I would get another order that needed to be delivered by 7:03, but it's already 7 o'clock. And at one point, I got to a restaurant, and one particular lady, when I got there, they just started cooking the meal. But I had received notification prior to me getting there that the food was ready. So I asked her, I said, but you sent me a notification saying that the food was ready. She said, yeah, we do that because the only way that we can see how far out the driver is if we actually put that the food is ready. We can't see how long it's going to take for you guys to get here. And we've received several phone calls of upset customers claiming that their meals are cold when it gets to them because the drivers are coming usually from so far out. We've asked Grubhub to stop sending us drivers and, blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure you guys already know the gist of that story. So, I mean, I was upset, but at the same time, it was like, well, it's not really her fault, and she does have a point. So I kind of let it go. There's nothing I could do, but that just kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, so I stopped driving with Grubhub. I have been making the most money doing Doordash. Now, speaking of Doordash, Doordash is extremely saturated. And from what I've been seeing in YouTube, videos from various other people, YouTube is saturated everywhere. Now, I usually work scheduled shifts with Doordash all the time. It's very rare that I dash now. I always schedule myself out to work, and I usually work on the weekdays. I'll work between 5:30 and 8:30 or 5:30 to 9, and then on the weekends I'll try to work a little bit longer, like 5 to 10 or 5 to 9:30 or something like that. Not too much of a difference, but I'll try to put in a little bit more time on the weekends. But what I started to notice is that I would be having my scheduled shifts and I wouldn't be getting any orders. Like, literally, I think the last day I did DoorDash, I made like $10 an hour, and I'm used to making between $15 and $17 an hour. No, that number does not count and factor in the time that I have, the gas that I utilize while driving. That is just me simply dividing the amount of money that I made by the amount of hours that I have worked. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm actually pretty baffled as to what has been going on with DoorDash. Now, they have rolled out this new thing where you can schedule yourself early, and they also sent out an email saying that they were going to be partnering up with some new restaurants or starting up some new promotions as to make more deliveries available for their drivers. But it's just kind of like, oh, I've also heard that what is that $1,000 referral bonus has gone down. Now in my marketplace it's still $1,000, but I can't see why when they're completely saturated. So I don't know. I myself have reached out to people who have been participating in other YouTube videos to see, you know, have you guys been consistently driving with no problems? And they've said yes. I also heard, the funny thing is that prior to me actually starting to drive for DoorDash, I had also researched because I wanted to know a little bit about the company, and I had also seen and read that some people were saying that after you reach a certain amount of deliveries that it starts to die out for you. Like they start to send deliveries to the newer drivers because they want to pull them in. I don't know if that's true or not, and at first I was like, well, it didn't happen to me because once I reached 200 deliveries I was still making pretty good money. But man, when I tell you guys, last week I only made $97 with DoorDash for the whole week. $97. I ended up doing Uber Eats all last weekend. I ended up making over $300 with DoorDash. I mean, with Uber Eats last weekend. But for me, that's a bit of a disappointment because, you know, if you're going to be putting it out here that you're number one and you want to maintain number one, you need to make it your best to make sure that your drivers are receiving work. Nobody wants to just be sitting idly by, not doing anything, twiddling their fingers, passing the time. So I don't know what's going on with DoorDash right now. They're claiming to be number one, but I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea. And I've got good ratings. So for me, it's kind of like there's no reason why you guys should have me just sitting around. I got a 4.82 customer rating. I have a 96% completion rate, 94% on time and early rate, and whatever that last rating is, I can't remember what it is, but it's at 94% too. So I have all good ratings. I don't cherry pick. I'm not a cherry picker. So for me, it's like I said, it's just very frustrating. There are some days where it's slow, and I get that, but consistently, and I reached out. Let me tell you guys, I reached out to DoorDash, say, hey, is my account being paused or what? Hold on, you guys, I gotta order. I'm back. So if you guys didn't know, I'm out working right now, which is why I'm in my car. But yeah, I'm doing Uber Eats right now, which I'm gonna get to them next. Yeah, I only made $97 last week on DoorDash, and I'm used to making between $300 and $400 a week, and that's doing part-time hours. Like I said, I only work 3 to 4 hours a day, Monday through Sunday, may give myself one day off. And yeah, it was dead. And I contacted DoorDash to say, hey, what's going on? Has my account been paused? Is there something that I should know about? I restarted, uninstalled the app, installed the app. I did everything I possibly could to reset the DoorDash app, thinking maybe it was something going on. Actually, considering that major glitch that happened not too long ago, still not really receiving any orders. Some people are saying it's best for you to schedule yourself in 30-minute shifts, but then sometimes my thing with that is when you end up doing that, let's say you schedule yourself from 5 to 5:30. Yeah, I've seen in my experience when I've done that they may actually get 2 orders in. It'll be a stacked order 9 times out of 10, where you'll get $8 for one order, and then the next order will be $5.50 or whatever, and it's on the same route. But in my experience with that is sometimes, depending on how saturated the area is at the time that you're actually dashing, when you try to extend your dash, it won't let you. So now you've only worked 30 minutes and you got to find something else. So in this situation, I would say it's best for you guys to multi-app. And I don't mean doing them at the same time, but pick up something else. Postmates in my department, Postmates in my area hasn't really changed a whole lot. Every time I try to put on Postmates, I don't get orders. However, they are constantly sending out promotional notifications. Like I got one today. Postmates is saying that you get a guaranteed $50 if you complete 8 deliveries between the hours of 10:30 and 1:30, and then if you complete, I think it's 11 deliveries between the hours of 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., you get $70. So I mean, it's not bad if you're able to do it. That's $120 in one day. However, like I said, I will have my Postmates app on and I won't get an order. I'll go hours without getting an order. I'll drive to where it's red and I still won't get an order. So what's been working for me in my area is Uber Eats. Uber Eats has definitely fallen off when it comes to promotions in my area. There used to be what they would call peak boosts, which is like, how do I explain it? It's like if you're driving in certain areas and it'll tell you on the map when you click on it, it'll say 1.1 in this area. So that means it's 1.1 times whatever the fee is that you're getting for that delivery. So if you're getting $5 for that delivery, then you're going to receive 1.1 times $5 for that delivery for every delivery, depending on the time that they set for that particular peak boost. I haven't really seen that. I think that was going on the most around tax season. So February, there was a whole bunch of peak boosts. Since then, as of now, between April and May, at least in my marketplace, I haven't really seen those peak boosts. And if they are available, they're like really early hours, like between the hours of 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. or really late at night, 12 midnight to like 4 a.m. One thing that has been constant with Uber Eats in my area is the Quest promotion. Now, I do believe I mentioned this in a previous video, but just in case you missed it, what a Quest promotion is something that you get to choose. They give you 4 different options, and basically what it is you'll say, it'll give you an option to say if you complete either 10 deliveries or if you complete 15 deliveries, for 10 deliveries completed between Monday and Thursday, you'll receive an additional $10 on top of your earnings. If you complete the rest of the deliveries, if you make another 5 deliveries, which will give you 15, you'll receive an additional $4 or $5 or whatever. And the amount of money goes up depending on which option that you choose. Like I just chose the Quest for this weekend because I plan to do Uber Eats this weekend to see how much money I can make. And I think I chose, I think it's either $28 or $36 for 30 deliveries, or between 30 and 35 deliveries to be completed starting tomorrow all the way up until I believe Sunday. So I'm basically gonna be out there busting my behind trying to make this money, y'all. But yeah, so those are my updates in terms of my marketplace and what's been going on with Uber Eats, Doordash, and Grubhubs and Postmates. Not really a lot that is significant that I feel like will change. However, just a couple of quick tips for you guys. I highly recommend checking out all of these apps. Like I said, I haven't really done a whole lot of Grubhub deliveries. I did 1 week and I didn't really like it, you know, and I also opted to wait until they changed me to the region that's closer to where I live, because another thing with Grubhub is I was driving super far. Like I ended up all the way in Los Angeles. Basically by the end of the night, when it was time for me to come back home, I ended up having to get on the freeway and drive doggone 20 miles just to get home. And it's like, I don't like doing that. And that's a positive thing that I did like about Doordash, is when you're driving with Doordash, if you have opted to work in a certain area, then they're going to keep you within that area. I mean, sometimes they do send you far out, and I know you guys have seen some of the videos or whatever where people are saying that they got sent really far out for these bogus payouts or something like that. But for me particularly, it's very rare. Like I may get one that's like 7-8 miles altogether. It's a $9 payout, and I'll take it because it's usually 3 miles to the restaurant and then the rest of the miles is driving to the customer or whatever. I really, like I said, I'm not a cherry picker, so for cherry picker advice and all that, you guys might want to seek some of the other YouTubes out there who has a little bit more experience. I don't cherry pick. I work to make money, and I work to make money in the way that's best for me. So what I'm doing is working for me. So yeah, you guys, hopefully that information was at the very least bit informative for you guys. I am going to get on with my night doing Uber Eats, but stay tuned, you guys, because we're definitely going to be loading up some challenges and other fun videos this weekend. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay sweet and stay safe, you guys, and continue making that money. Peace.